Greetings and blessing to all. How you guys doing today on this beautiful special day? Look how outside is beautiful. Look at the sun, how it's shining beautiful. Yes. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about different type of plants, and we also gonna harvest some real plants that loaded with benefit. Today we're gonna be talking about plants. I'm gonna show you some plants today. You see, a lot of these plants I really don't know their names, but some of them I able to identify them from seeing them when I was growing up. But the thing is, don't knowing the name of the plant. All right, a lot of these plants is very well good for us, but when you don't have no idea, how can you know? All right guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Anytime you come here, you know it's about information. So just support the channel by hitting the like button. I will truly appreciate it. I'm going to be telling you the name of this plant. Okay, the name that I know of this plant. Many people know them by different name, but the name that I know from these plants is as you're gonna see in a few minutes. When I tell you the name that I know, you're gonna see why they call them these names. So what I'm going to do, this one here, I'm going to walk around and I'm gonna harvest as much as I can today. This is the next one here. This one is another beautiful plant. An old man was telling me about this plant. He couldn't give me the name, but he told me his grandmother used to use this plant a long time ago. But today, our disclaimer gonna be, do your own research, because you know we cannot just give information without we have full proof of what's going on. But this plant is a plant that I know for a fact we used to be using this plant. We used to be using this plant. I know my grandmother used to be boiling this plant for us little growing up. So sometimes there's so many plants out there that we have no idea. So I'm gonna give you the name of this plant that I know it in a few minutes. All right, let me harvest a little more. So what I'm going to be doing with these, I'm going to be harvesting them, and then I'm going to be drying them and store them so I can boil them from time to time. I'm not going to say to just go out and start boiling them and drinking rapidly. My recommendation, as a disclaimer, speak to your doctor before using any of these herbs. You might have these herbs right in your backyard and you have no idea what they are. So on this channel, we try to educate and we try to learn. We learn from each other from this channel. So I share information, and while you see in the plants them, if you have any idea what they are, you can tell me. All right. So all this is the same one here. And you see, this is why I allow a lot of my plants to go seeds. The reason why I do that, because I can keep them, I can always have them coming back every year. All right. So instead of you getting rid of them all, you getting rid of the seed, you making them you're gonna end up lose the species over a period of time. So you want to always make sure that some seed. Is it Zaza? And send me okay, Kea, how you doing? Thank you. I don't know if the name of it is Zaza, but I know I'm gonna give you the name that I know in a few minutes, and I want you to do your own research on this plant. And I'm going to show you why I believe the older people, the older people used to give names accordingly. All right, so I'm going to tell you what they used to call it, and I'm going to show you the reason why they call it that. So I'm trying to pick as much as I can. I need some of the young one. Well, most of them is the young one I really need. Now is the right time to store up, because in a few weeks, like a month and a half, you wouldn't be able to see them no more. They're going to be dry and they're going to be... So now is the time to come and harvest them so you can store for the winter. In times like these, we have to learn about the plants them, guys. Educate yourself about plants that can actually help you. This plant you see I'm harvesting here right now, it's a real beautiful plant. They call this plant seed under leaf, and I'm going to show you why they call it seed under leaf. I'm sure there's a scientific name for this plant, but at this moment I know it as seed under leaf. Why they call it seed under leaf? Look, you're going to see the seeds underneath the leaf. This is why they call it seed under leaf. But it have a scientist name that they call it, and these, trust me guys, do your own research, because I'm not giving these information. It's for information purpose. All right, so on this channel we try to get people to educate themselves, learn about different plants, learn about their benefit, because who knows, maybe you might need them one day. So remember, do your own research. Anyone introduce you to any plants out there, do your own research. Speak to your doctor before using them, because like I said, you never know. Everyone is different and everyone body operate different. Many times a lot of us wait until we have problems, then we start to run and seek looking for remedies to fix the problem that already occur. All right? The things that we have to do, we have to figure out things that can build our immune system and help our body. So when sickness occurs, our immune system can fight it. You don't wait until the problem occurs, then you know trying to find a remedy to cure it. Most of the time, the thing gone so far that you cannot cure it. So what I believe is getting these things. Our health is important. So do some research on which plants. You might have plants in your garden growing up and you mightn't have no idea what you can use them for. Sometimes you could use the phone and you could take a picture. I will tell you this, it's not always correct, but it can help you in many ways. You also have herb books. You also have herb books that can give you information. Some of them can even tell you how to use them. But I'm going to say something again. With these, when you're using herbs, I believe when a person is using herbs, they need to don't get caught up with using a bunch of herbs at the same time, because we don't know how that can affect a person or affect a person. So you have to take time off. All right? Because like I said, something might work perfect for someone and it mightn't work perfect for another person. So don't overdo it out there, guys. Speak to a doctor before you try walk in the garden and just using all different type of herbs out there. This plant is seed under leaf. This is a seed under leaf plant. Go and do some research on this plant and you might learn a thing or two from it. You might just have it right in your garden and have no idea such a beautiful plants you have in your garden. So this is time to harvest. They're growing everywhere. So this is time for me to harvest them. Also the root. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. We have 34 people up in here and we only have 7 likes. Hit that like button. Nina Snow. Oh, you got them everywhere? All right, all right. Hey, Lara, how you doing? Blessing. Nina Snow, blessings. Yeah, so Nina, you're supposed to know about this plant, right? You're supposed to know about this plant. Yes, guys, get that thumb. Hit that thumbs, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. I mean, we giving you real information. We showing you plants that you can find in your garden. Come on. It didn't take nothing, guys, but hitting that like button. You can support this channel however you like. You can support the channel by becoming a member. You also could support the channel by hitting the like button, sharing out the videos. We will appreciate that very soon. We also have some videos coming pretty soon where we're going to be building a shack in the forest. We're going to build it with our own resources. You're going to see. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you didn't hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell, because these videos you're going to want to see them. This is going to be our fall garden. Yes, all right. Okay, so we think we have, this is a lot. This is a lot we have here for now. So we're gonna cool with these. We're gonna wash them and put them to dry. So from time to time, I can make nice bungle. Nice bungle. Really, but I saw a guy who visit my family and picked them and started chewing it for. All right. You see, everybody have their own. This is what I'm saying. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. So at least you see, there's actually people out there who understand and know about these plants. So this is a nice harvest right here. This is a beautiful harvest. So once we dry them and we put them, wash them, dry them, put them in a bag, and we just store them, and from time to time we boil them, no sugar. We just boil a few leaves, no sugar, and we drink them from time to time. So this is our harvest for today. This plant here is a sweet stevia. I'm sure you guys know about sweet stevia. Their leaf is pretty sweet. A lot of people, a matter of fact, you could buy these in the store where they do. I think they dry them and blend them and sell them. But this is the plant right here. This is sweet stevia. It pushing seeds. It's a tropical plant. It do not strive in the winter. So sometimes what I do, I will dig it up. Look at it here. I will dig it up and put it in a container and take it indoors. Then it's gonna come, then bring it back out in the spring, and then it continue growing. So it's a tropical plant. It's not gonna do well in the winter. The winter gonna dry it down, but it's a plant you can take indoors and bring back out. This is the rosemary plant right here. This is rosemary, and rosemary is a beautiful plant. I remember they used to use this plant. They say this plant help with your memory. Guys, remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving information that passed down to me. So do your research first with rosemary. Rosemary, I love to cook. A lot of people love to cook rosemary in rice. Also, you can use rosemary and extract the oil from the rosemary and use it for your hair, for your hair. It helps grow your hair. So this is the rosemary. Please do your research on the rosemary before you apply the information I'm giving. Speak to a doctor. We also have the marigold. The marigold is a beautiful plant, beautiful plant. A lot of people don't, for what I've learned, there's something in the rosemary. Remember, guys, yeah, a blessed Nina, yes. Remember, guys, do your research. I've learned that there's something in the marigold that really good for your eyesight. It helps with your eyesight. I don't know that for sure, guys. I'm just mentioning it. All right? Do your own research. But I've learned that it's really good for our eyesight. The marigold, these flowers. All right? We're going to come and we're going to talk about the turmeric. This is the turmeric right here, and these are superfood. A lot of the plants I grow is actually superfood. Why? Because I'm trying, these plants help build your immune system. All right? Now, we know, we learn about the turmeric, the root of the turmeric, and this is the ginger. This is the ginger and this is the turmeric. And we know there's a superfood. This thing is superfood. These things help build your immune system. Like for instance, if you have a cold, thank you. If you have a cold and you really beating it with ginger tea and turmeric, it help fight it. It help fight the cold. It help get the mucus out of you, because the mucus is the problem. You know, the mucus in your system is your problem. So if you get something to take out the mucus, this is how you end up get rid of the cold. Without you getting rid of the mucus, you're still gonna have the cold. So the turmeric, it's a beautiful plant. Do your research as well. The ginger, it's another beautiful plant. Do your research. We know the garlic also. The turmeric and garlic and lemon build together. Do your research on that as well. I use that. But like I say, this is just for information purpose. So the turmeric blends up with lemon and garlic. That's a super boost right there. That's a super boost. That help boost your system. All right? But like I said, guys, a lot of us wait until we have problems to now start to trying to build our immune system, trying to do this, trying to do that. Sometimes that might be a little too late. So once you have the health, now is the time. You know, a lot of people, a lot of us, let me say a lot of us, we look at food, we look at seasoning. Like when we talk about seasoning, like we talk about the marigold, we talk about the celery, we talk about the parsley, and we talk about these type of plants, and we look at them as seasoning. But some of them is superfood, some of them is not seasoning. We think it's seasoning the pot. But at the same time, these things is actually helping us. You're welcome, Nina. You're welcome. This thing is naturally helping us. This is oregano. This is a different type of oregano. We also use these as seasoning. We call it seasoning. But these things carry a lot of benefit. We also have the sage right here. Sage is loaded with benefit as well. So we have the sage. All these is what we put in our pot. Some people dry up the sage and then they dry the leaf and they burn it in their home. So these things have their own purpose. It's just us as people have to educate ourselves and learn about them. That's the only how we could know. If you learn about them. This is the marigold here, rosemary here again. These things is really good. I gotta do a harvest because I gotta make some oil, rosemary oil. I gotta get the rosemary oil. This one here is calancho. Calancho, a lot of people use this calancho here for seasoning. It have a really, really strong scent. Really strong scent. This will a lot of people use it for meat purpose, because you know you have your meat and your meat might be fresh. This gonna penetrate that meat so fast. All right, so a lot of people use it for meat as well. This one here, this is what we call the shisho plant. And the shisho plant also is loaded with benefit. These plants, their leaf, you can salt it, their leaf, you can cook it with rice, some people make it in soup. These have their benefit. We just got to educate ourselves. This one here is, they call, I can't remember the name, but they call it Jamaican callaloo. This is another powerhouse right here. This is another powerhouse right here. We're coming up here, and what we're coming through here, this is what we call burdock. These are burdock right here. These are burdock. Let's go down and see the root. These are the burdocks right here, looking pretty healthy. Nice, beautiful, fresh leaf. This whole row come down here is burdock, but I'm not gonna harvest them this year. I'm gonna wait till next year to harvest them, because these are slips. I had a plant right there, and it dropped the seed, and then these germinate, and then I just plant them right here, and look how they're healthy. I already harvest their leaf and make juice. You know, if you have a juicer, what I just do, I harvest their leaf and I put it in the juicer and let the juicer squeeze out the juice, and then I take a sip of that. But in everything, it goes by dosage. Remember that, guys. Everything goes by dosage. You cannot just go and start drinking stuff like wild. It all go by dosage. So this is burdock. This is another beautiful plant right here that loaded with benefit. I use the leaf. I also use the root. All right. This is the Edo plant that I did a live yesterday, making a harvest with this Edo plant. I harvested about 60 pounds of Edos yesterday. This is another plant that's loaded with benefit. These are really, really healthy plants that good for our body. When you eat these food, it make you feel like, damn, you eat something. You feel like that food will have you going. It gives you energy. The food actually gives you energy. Instead of it make you sluggish, it gives you energy. And this is what we're supposed to be doing. The food we eat is what's supposed to give us energy, boost us, help us to have energy. You want to exercise, you need that boost to exercise. So this is also a superfood, which is the Edo. Their leaf as well, the young baby leaf that now start to unfold, that's another superfood right here. All right. We also have peanuts. Which peanuts, it's another superfood as well. So all this is peanuts here, guys. All this is peanuts. Very soon I'm gonna be harvesting peanuts right down inside here. Very soon I'm gonna be harvesting peanuts down inside here. But this is another superfood. So guys, if you notice what I'm doing, if you notice the type of food that I grow, is actually food to help boost our body, food to help build our system. This is what we try to grow. I don't try to grow any and everything. What I choose, what I'm growing, and what I want to grow. That's how I do my garden. Welcome everyone. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Share the video. I will truly appreciate you guys. This is another beautiful plant right here. This plant is what we call the lemongrass plant. The lemongrass plant. This right here is another plant that's loaded with benefit. We also call this plant the fever grass. I grew up knowing this plant as the fever grass, but you know, everywhere is different name. So they call this the lemongrass. We call it, I know the name as fever grass growing up. So we have this ready to harvest. This is a nice patch ready to harvest here. We come over here again. We have another root right here. And these cannot stand the cold weather. So I have to dig up a root and put it in a container and put it indoors. Then in the spring, I bring it back out and just multiply them, plant them in different areas. Because I have several roots. I have this root, I have this root, I have this root. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 root I have. So what I'm gonna do with that, yes, tea from the leaf and roots when you got, yes, exactly. That's why they used to call them fever grass. So all these things is loaded with benefit, guys. Ryan, blessing. Respect for the skills and passion. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, sir. Blessing to you. Yes. And for the people who here today in their life, who never saw a 8-foot bell pepper tree, this is it right here. This is a 8-foot bell pepper tree right to the top over there. And this one over here, it's 9 feet and counting. This one over here is 9 feet and counting. All right? That's how blessed it is to visit this channel. Now, this is a spinach right here. I think they call this the long, I can't remember the name of it, but this also, it's a spinach. This cannot stand the outside. So what we do, we dig up the root in the fall and we put it in a container and we take it indoors. And then we bring it back out in the spring and put it in the ground. All right? These also is burdock right here. Again, this burdock supposed to, this one is mature enough. So you see this one start pushing out seed. This one you could harvest this one. This one is definitely mature enough. So this one start pushing out seed already. You see we have ripe tomatoes, guys. Oh man, this spinach is running. Watch. Look, this spinach is actually running. Watch. I got to tie it up on this stick, you see? That's what I got to do. So now I got to harvest all the leaf off of this and maybe blend it up in a smoothie. So this is how we do it, guys. Oh, and before I go, this is the comfrey plant. This is such a beautiful plant. Hey, Pastor, how you doing? Pastor Silver Jennings. Hi, thank you. Blessings, sir. You welcome. Blessings to you. Pastor, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, Joe's, how you doing? Joe's, how you doing? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Please, I appreciate it. Take me to 20 likes today. Yes, guys, this is another plant loaded with benefit. This is loaded with benefit, guys. This one here, this is the comfrey plant. I remember this plant. I remember my grandmother, they used to use this plant. So if, like, for instance, you have a fracture or something, a fracture bone, what they used to do, they used to take this, crush it up, because it have a lot of juice in it. And look, you're going to see the juice. They're going to crush it up and they're going to rest it right where it's hurting, and they're going to wrap it with a plastic and just leave it there. And when they're done, few days, man, you're walking strong. So people understand a lot of things. Lots of benefit, guys. Lots of benefit. So all these plants is loaded with benefit. Our garden, our soil is a little dry because we ain't getting no rain for a month now. 4 weeks we ain't get no rain in this garden. 4 weeks. But our plants still strive because of nature, because of the technique that we use, the skills we use. Our plants still survive whether it's raining or not. All right. So how you guys doing today? Thank you guys so much. So as you see, I harvest a bunch of seed on the leaf. Bunch of seed on the leaf. Let me get the couple comfrey plant, because the comfrey plant I can use them and extract them. Some people extract them into oil. Some people extract them into liquor. Like you put them into a bottle with some oil and just allow it, leave it there in a dark place for about 3 to 4 weeks or even more, and then you could rub your skin with the oil from time to time. So like I say, guys, please do your research, all right? Because I'm not a doctor, so I want you guys to educate yourself and speak to your doctor before using any herbs out there. Because like I said, many herbs might work for you and it might not work for someone else, because sometimes the situation already gone far and you know trying to fix it, it might be a problem. Then the other person, it mightn't go on that far. And by you using certain thing, it might help. So some people gonna get result and some people not gonna get result. Let me see, plant house. So glad I found this channel. I am a Jamaican, so I'm very familiar with a lot of these plants. Welcome, welcome, plants. Hoda, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Jamaica in the house. Welcome. Hey Sharon, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Well, that's good. At least you know a lot about many of these plants. So since we have a Jamaican in the house, I know this is their favorite pepper right here. Yes, I know this is your favorite pepper right here. Yeah, this is your favorite pepper. And I'm gonna show you something and I'm sure plant holder, I'm gonna show you something that maybe you never see before. I'm gonna show you a 9-foot bell pepper tree. That's what I'm gonna show you right now. So if someone tell you that no one could grow a 9-foot bell pepper tree, don't even listen to them. All right? This is a 9-foot bell. Look it down there. That's the root down there, coming right up. Look, my hands push right up to the sky. Watch there. You see? You naturally seeing a 9-foot bell pepper tree. Look where my hand is reaching. My hand is only reaching by this pepper right here. Look how far up there it's gone. Come right down. It have pepper here. Come right down to the ground. So if anyone tells you there's no way you can grow a 9-foot bell pepper tree, don't bother with them. And guess what? Last year I grew a 10-foot poblano pepper tree last year. All right? So this is real thing you see in here. And guess what? You see this live. You didn't see this on a video. You didn't see this on a video. You see this live. So no one can ever tell you you never see a bell pepper tree 9 feet tall. All right. This is how blessed this channel is. This is how the people who follow this channel is blessed, because the things they see is just amazing. Look, we have here, we have a eggplant tree, which is 7 feet tall. This eggplant tree here, this one is 7 feet tall. And if you notice here, it have eggplant there. It have flowers up there, right up to the top here. This is naturally a 7 foot tall eggplant tree. So it's a lot of history, it's a lot of records creating this garden. Thank you, thank you. It's a lot of history, it's a lot of record create. And guess what? This garden proved that you could have an organic garden without using anything synthetic in it and still able to be successful. All right? This is the full proof of any garden out there. That's okay. This is a bell. Oh, look at this one here. See how it big? Big, it need, oh man, you see it need ties up. Damn. It's so massive, it comes right down on the ground there. You see, guys? This is what goes on in this garden. We create records and history in our garden. Okay, this. History, and we break our own records in this garden. All right. So yes, guys, there's so many plants that loaded with benefit that we have to educate ourselves. Because if we don't educate ourselves, how can we know? Remember, Dr. Bill is very expensive, man. Spend some time and do your own research. Spend some time and do your own research. Because the crazy thing about it is, we grow up and all we look at these plants that grows up in our garden as weeds. That's all we know them as. Weeds, there's weeds. Oh, weeds, them is weeds. Them is wild weeds, them is weeds. Them is wild weeds. That's all we know. And why we know that? Because that's what we learn. But from what we understanding is a lot of these plants loaded with benefit. This is the next one right here. Don't know the name of this one. See if you can identify this. Hey, so bless, how you doing? Blessings to you. Yes, this is the next one right here. That beautiful plant. I don't know the name of it, but I'm not gonna tell you to, like I say, guys, research every plant. Do not go out there just picking plant and using plants. Please don't do that. Research every plant. Get a herb book. There's a lot of herb book out there that shows you the plants, that give you the remedies, how to make them, how to use them. Invest in one of them. You also have your phone that you can take a picture, and they can also help give you information. Do not go out there and just pulling grass, leaf from the backyard without researching them. All right? But all these are so much different plants growing up here. Thousands of different plants growing up here. And you want to tell me that none of them have any benefit. So they're just growing up just so because they could grow up just so? No. We don't know anything about them. So that's why we call them weeds. And the crazy thing about it is we just accept the name weeds. Instead of we do our own research and try to learn about the plants that we accept. We accept it as, oh no, that's weed. And we leave it there. Instead of we try to learn more and dig deeper, especially now, it's easy to dig deep because now you have internet. You have internet to dig deep with. You have ways to do research. So we can't just sit back and settle for weeds when we know that these plants loaded with benefit. This is the next plant here. The sun is really beating them. We have a dry weather draft going on right now. So the sun is really beating and penetrating them. So that's why they look so quaily. But this is another plant here. And you see it produce like a, these are beautiful plants, but like I said, like I mentioned, guys, educate yourself before getting yourself using these plants. Okay? There's a lot of plants that their seed is loaded with benefit. Yes, their seeds loaded with benefit. How would we know if we not educate ourselves? How would we know? How would we know if we never educate ourselves? And like I said, guys, it's easy now. The older people had no choice, so they get up and do what they have to do. They get up and figure it out. But from we go back, we get so used to running to the hospital, run to the doctor, that we don't need to research nothing anymore. I think we got to find back that energy. I think we got to find back that energy where we start searching and learning and educating ourselves about which plants out there can actually help us. There's plants that can help clean out our system. There's plants that can help with our kidney, our liver. But if we don't educate ourselves, how would we know? We rely, listen to me, shout out to all the people out there in the medical field. I got to say shout out to them because they helped a lot of people. Yes, allegedly things might happen, but at the end of the day, they help a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, sometimes you can't just throw back yourself and just depend on someone to look into your health. We got to take that stand. We got to take that stand. The information is out there. We got to find them. We got to find the information. We got to figure out what could help us. Do our own research. Learn about different things. Dosage. When you talk about plants, herbs, and dosage, there's something they call dosage. What? Why this? Why they talk about dosage? Why when you receive Why when the doctor give you a prescription, when the doctor give you prescription, why does they give you they give you instruction? They give you instruction meaning when to take it and how much to take. It's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. They also ask you, are you, is there any medication you ever take before that create any effect on you? They also ask all that. It's reasons for that. When you talk about dosage, dosage is understanding how much to mix and how much to put together and how much inside of that. Like for instance, you buy a bottle of juice. In that bottle of juice, they tell you how much calories in that or whatever, how much calories in the whole thing. So now you consume that whole thing one time, you see how much calories that is. But you could also break it down by drinking a half a cup at a time. You see the difference? So now, and we know cholesterol, you know how when that high, how it can affect us. So if we're eating food with high cholesterol, we messing up ourselves because we're eating too much. So this is why we have to pay more attention, and that's why dosage is important. You cannot just go out there and just boil in a pot of herbs and just drink it down. It mightn't serve you well. It might defeat the purpose. So for me, this is for me. I'm not telling you how to do it, but for me, I take dosage. I take put a little in a cup, boil a little, and drink it. It's better to take a little than to take too much. So my disclaimer is, guys, speak to your doctor before using any herb. Any plant I talk to you about today, do your own research on them and learn about them. Educate yourself. What type of plant can clean out your system? Because it's important to clean out your system. Look, if you have a car, you got to change the oil. The car keep moving, and the more the car run, the more the oil get dirty. So it's the same thing with us. We got to clean out our system so our system could function properly. So it's important, guys, invest in a herb book. If you have a backyard, you could come out and you have weed growing up in there, invest in that herb book. Also, invest in the app on your phone. The app, I would not say that app is 100% correct. I will not say that. In some cases, it is correct. In some cases. But learn and educate. And you also could ask questions. Like, ask questions about different plants and their benefit. Very important, guys. So, we try to live a certain way. We try to live simple. Not try to complicate our life. With all them stuff out there, we try to live as simple as possible. Simple living, eating healthy, it's a blessing. And when you think about growing food, sit down and think about the food that can heal your body. The food that can make you feel strong. It's not just I'm growing food. No. It's about I'm growing food to keep my body strong and healthy. And I'm growing them in a way that they can give me the nutrients and the minerals that my body needs. Right over here yesterday, we did a Edo harvest right over here yesterday. Beautiful Edo harvest. We harvest about 60 pounds of Edo. And Edo is a superfood, guys. It is a superfood. The leaf is very rich. Yes, food with benefit. You said it, the plant food. Yes, food with benefit. Not just anything. Only food with benefit. And I try to grow food that can produce, continue produce, not just one crop and that's it. No. This is how I think. I think about my crop that produce and produce and produce. Our eggplant, our Edos, which in Jamaica they call it cocoa yam. Yes. These are superfood. And these you could eat their leaf, also the dasheen, also the tanya. You could eat their leaf, the young leaf, not the old macho leaf. Let me see if I can find one. I'm going to show you one in a minute. But this whole area here is where, yeah, cocoa. Okay. All right. This whole area here is where we harvest Edo yesterday. And like I said, it is a superfood. And what we do, we replant them back. So for the people who did not see the live yesterday, you could surely check out that live. And also for the people who don't understand Edo, this is it right here, and this is the head. So what we do, these are small one, and these small one we can replant them. What we do as well, this is what you call Edo right here. What we also do as well in these cases, we take off the top and we put them back in the soil now. So basically, these gonna come back up as fresh plant in the spring. You see what I'm coming from? Then we also feed from the young leaf. Let me see if I see it. Yes, all right. You see like this leaf here? This is a young leaf now push out. And you see how it's falling? That means it's in full and full like this one. It knows. So this is a young leaf that you pick. And what you do, you peel off the skin. Because you could cook the stalk too. You see this skin? You got to peel off this skin. You got to peel it off from the outer part. And then you cut it up. And you cook it. So all this. ATWP Popcorn, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thanks everyone for being here, guys. Thank you all for the 20 likes. You guys actually take me to the 20 likes. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so this is food right here. And this is what the plants them produce during the garden season. The plant them produce these. Oh, 21 likes. Oh, blessings. Hey, Lynette Wallace, how you doing? Thank you. Yes, this is the Edo leaf, the dasheen leaf also. We eat the tanya leaf. People call them different name in different places. So this also you eat and this. And then in the spring, in the fall, after you done grow them in the fall, then in the fall, what you do now, you come and you harvest in their root. These are what you're getting from the root itself. So this is actually food right here. If you want to see the harvest, you can go and check out my live yesterday. You're going to see the harvest that we did yesterday. We harvest at least 60 pounds of edibles yesterday from our garden, and we have a lot more to harvest. So all these, you see like this, we taking this and we putting it back in the soil. This is what we're doing. So in the spring, that gonna just grow up for itself. All right. So we have another pepper tree here. This pepper tree, I think this is the scorpion pepper. Yeah. You see it have the scorpion peck right there? Yeah, this is the scorpion pepper right here. Hey Flo, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will appreciate it. You can share the channel if you like. Share the videos that other people can come and join us. All right. You see why they call it scorpion pepper, guys? This is the This is the bottom part that the scorpion bite you with. This is why they call it scorpion pepper. So right now it's loaded with pepper everywhere. And also, guys, the okra plant. Well, everyone knows about the okra plant and the okra plant's benefit. Everyone. Hey, D Mark, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes. Yes. No. This is the okra plant, and I'm sure everybody know the benefit of okra plant. Okra plant is loaded with benefit for the woman, for the male, loaded with benefit. This is a beautiful plant as well. Now, I'm going to show you. That's the way. Yes, definitely, D-Mark. Definitely. Yes. Now, this, I'm going to show you when your okra is too hard, when you need to leave it to continue its journey going to seed. This, if you break it, you see, if you pop it to the top and the pop is not breaking off, it's too hard. You pop it, it's not breaking off, it's too hard. So these just need to leave for seed. Same thing here. Let me show you. If you pop it and it ain't break, just leave it for seed. Look this one. If you pop it and it breaks, just leave it for seed. Let me see if I can find one now that okay, I gotta find a young one that I can show you guys. But once okay, this one pop, you see? This one pop off, so this one is good for harvest. All right? So once they're not popping, they're too hard. They're ready for seed. Over here, now, when I say ready for seed, this is what I'm talking about. You see this one here? You leave it, and this is the seed. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to show you how much seed I can get from this one okra plant. No, Dimak, no. No. Not in Jamaica, no. Watch it. Oh, you Jamaican, blessings, blessings. Shout out to D-Mac. So we have two Jamaican in the house, so they plant Huda. Yeah, blessing, guys. So now, you see, guys, we teach a lot of things, guys. On this channel, we teach a lot of things. So you see now, this is the okra seed. So what I'm saying is, once you see, you try to break it and it ain't break, what you do, you leave it to turn seed. And when you leave it, then you open it and you collect the seeds. All right, so next garden season, you have fresh seed to plant. All right? Okay. Yes. This was A very informative live today. Hey Emmanuel, how you doing? Blessings to you. I just want to say, guys, thanks each and every one of you for coming out today. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hitting the like button, taking me to 21 likes today. You guys are amazing. And if you never subscribe to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you didn't hit the notification bell, please do so you can always get that notification of when I'm going live. Because I'm going live. All right, Dimac, all right. Because I'm going live very often, and this fall we have some amazing videos this fall where we're going to be building a shack in the forest, basically with no resources, basically what we have. So you don't want to miss that. So now is the time. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can get the notification from those videos. All right. I need to tie up the eggplant. What happened there? Okay. I have to tie up this, because if I ain't tie up this, it's gonna break. All right. So we thought also tie this, because if we ain't tie this whole limb here would break, and we don't want that to happen. So our eggplant is still producing nice. All our peppers is producing nice. Our pumpkin, everything is doing really nice. All right. We have, this is sweet potato we have here. This is the flowers for sweet potato. Ain't this beautiful, guys? This is so beautiful. Yes, I'm hoping to get a nice little harvest this year. Depending on the harvest I get. Yes, it is beautiful, right? Yes. Depending on the type of harvest I get from these potato, I'm surely gonna be growing a bigger crop next season. According to the crop I get, I'm gonna be growing a bigger crop next season. Yes, guys, so I just want to thank you all so much for being here with me today, motivating me, because guys, the more you guys motivate me is the more I do my life, is the more video I create, is the more live videos I show you guys. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on our fall garden, our fall videos, because we're going to be creating from a lot from clay soil. We're going to be doing a whole lot. We're going to be building a shack from clay and leaf and grass and all these type of stuff. So this Saturday we're going to start our first video this Saturday on that journey. We're going to be creating, we're going to be looking for the space where we're going and actually build a shed. It's just for motivate others and to show others how this is basically how people used to live in the past, and people still actually living like that today. But this gonna be something that to really show. These information need to be highlighted because there's ways to be creative and able to provide. Use the forest. This is how people used to live, so it's not impossible. Yeah. The more we learn, we appreciate you very much. Thank you, Plant Huda, man. Thank you so much. Yes, we have that. Our first video is gonna be, a matter of fact, we're gonna be filming our first video. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live or a video, but we're gonna be looking for the spot. We're gonna be searching for the spot to build it, and we also, I think we might build it down to where there's a river. A river is running. I don't know yet, but you guys need to tune in. If you're not there to see it live, you should tune in and check out the video, because we're gonna do this from start to finish, and we even planning to do night out in that area. Just spend a whole night just living in the jungle. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, that you can be notified when these videos start uploading or when these live start uploading. Yes, teaching survival skill. Exactly. That's the main goal about this channel. Living off the land, feeding. You see, guys, that's a banana tree. Banana I have up there. I don't know. You seeing it? But if you see, I have a, I don't know. Yes, I have a banana up there. You see? Yes. Yes, guys. So please stay tuned. I'm telling you, you would not regret it. All right? So I just want to say, guys, thank you all again for coming out today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, so you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And thank you all for hitting that like button and taking me to 25 likes. Truly appreciate that. Much love and respect to all. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace and love. You're welcome, Flo F. You're welcome. Thank you all so much. See you all soon.